new tutorial. First I have to give a shout out to CartesianCaramel, who gives this trail modifier blend file here for free, which I downloaded, and it looks like this. He makes a very nice shader here with square cells, which I love. He uses as ground with these round edges here, and I think it looks very good. So I want to show you how he did this. I don't do it exactly like him, but I want to show you what the principle is, and it's very similar what I do. So let's get right started. So I'm gonna start with a brand new file here, and I'm gonna start with a plane, so it's very easy to follow. I go to the shader nodes in the top view, make a new shader node tree here. Now I insert the texture coordinate, which essentially is just from 0 to 1. So here is 0, here is 1 on the x-axis, as you can see, and on the y-axis exactly the same, from 0, which is black, to 1, which is green. As you remember, RGB, this is what the axis do and use as color. So red is 1 on the x-axis and green is 1 on the y-axis. So now what we want to use this, we're gonna use this by this. We first do separate the x, y, z, so you can see it's from 0 to 1, and what you expect, and y is the same from 0 to 1. This is great, but we want both of them. So we use just the mathematical function math, and herefore we take the maximum. And as you can see now, if you take the max of x and y, we got here the 0 because x and y are 0, and 1 and 1 is 1. That's why we get here all white, and 1 and 0 of course is still 1, the maximum. Now we want this not only in the left corner, but we want this in the middle. So we use a vector mass node and we just subtract 0.5. And now you see we have these in the middle. And of course now these are negative values. We don't want that. That's why we take the absolute value. So absolute makes negative to positive. And now we have this nice thing here, which is exactly what we want. Now we want not just one course, or whatever you want to call this, we want more of them. This is why we use a fraction node. Fraction just takes the fraction path, so if you have a number example given 1.2, you got the 2 here, or if it's 2, 1, 2, the fraction would be 2.2. But of course, if from 0 to 1, this wouldn't change anything. That's why we take another vector mass node and we multiply. And if we example multiply by 10, we get 10 times this, and this is exactly what we want. So now we have this, and now we take not the maximum but the smooth maximum, because then it's smoother and we get this round effect. So now we change to not smooth minimum. It's the same, we can also take smooth minimum, no problem. And then we take just another mass node, because we don't want this blowy thing here. That's why we take a greater than. And if you now lower this, you see this is what we're getting. And I think it's very nice. Yeah, now you can say, okay, I don't want black white, I want white black. No problem, you can then take a less than. And of course, the threshold here you can change. So we should change this to a value, and because the values normally are very small, we take another mass node and divide via 100. Why do I do this? Because then the sliding of this value here is much easier than sliding small values. Now I can slide here and can easily take a good value. So that's my thickness. Now I also want to change here the star amount or star thickness, and this is also very easy. We take another value node, and this time we divide just by 10. Do this here in the instance, and if you watch now, if I take this and change it, I have these values here. And of course now I can make a group node out of it. So I just take all these and I say Alt G, and now I have a group node, and I can call these things here with n, and I can say, so this is the line width and this is the star size. Of course you can call it whatever you want. I just arrange this like this because I like it a bit more. And if I now have this group node here, I can change the line width and I can change the star width. And what else should we give to the outside? I think we should give here the both values here. So I take this vector, because then you can also say how big these cells are, and I think that's pretty nice. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something. Have fun. Bye.